Rap Roundtable.
You already know what it is. Let's do what we do.
Chill.
The Rap Roundtable is back. Episode 23. You know the vibes. To my left, Sincere the Rap Snob.
Yeah.
Across from me, Langston Leguizamo.
Salute.
Across from me yet again, Deanie the Balance.
May the force be with you.
And a returning guest, returning family member, Jeray, welcome back.
Thank you. We still go with Jeray Day.
Jeray Day.
Every time we
It's
say your
Jeray
name.
Day.
Last time it was like, don't say my whole name.
Yeah,
then you
you
say my name. Now it's Jeray Day. All these
I'm not
names.
Destiny's Child, just Jeray Day.
Jeray Day. Pardon me. People, subscribe to the Rap Roundtable on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, social media. Like us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, follow us. Just get in tune with us, please.
Tap and click. Tap and
Tap
click.
all the way in.
Word up.
We are tonight's entertainment.
I love that drop. It's one of my
Me
favorite
too.
drops. I'm not even gonna hold you up.
Classic.
On this episode, we're gonna be talking about Jeezy versus Gucci. Talking a little Cardi, talking a little Grammys, but the main event of this episode is the producer tier list. So on this episode, we're gonna be breaking down what we believe, the Rap Roundtable believes, are the 15 greatest producers in hip-hop history.
Yes.
But we're gonna break them down into 3 tiers. We're not gonna give you the whole breakdown right now, but expect that. Fellas, lady, the verses was something crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like the vibe was kind of different. The energy was real contentious. When it first began, I was a little concerned about what it could be, what it might be.
Gucci coming in hot.
Gucci coming in hot, setting the tone, right? We're gonna come to you, Deanie. You're from the Bronx. You see violence. You understand
The
beef.
life we live, man.
You know what I'm saying? You are the quintessential sidewalk nigga,
Yes, sir.
but you understand the streets.
Yes.
Yeah, we're bringing that back.
We bringing it back.
Fluent.
You already know the Rap Roundtable is one long-winded series and nothing dies here. Deanie, what did the sidewalk have to say about the streets with that versus?
The sidewalk had to say that Jeezy. Shout out to Jeezy, man.
Okay.
The streets needed that. Can you imagine what would have happened if Jeezy brought the energy that Gucci brought?
It would have went left.
Bro, all I hope is that there were metal detectors at the versus spot. That's all I hope. I want to see peace. But the streets, even from the street side, I'm sure a lot of the streets was really hyped for the when Gucci was crazy. They really wanted to see that energy. But I'm glad that Jeezy reversed it and it was beautiful. I thought it was.
So you enjoyed the whole vibe of it all from front to back.
Hip hop won.
Hip hop won.
Jeezy spanked them, but hip hop won.
Jeezy spanked them. How do you feel about people saying that they wanted to see Jeezy not probably be more on a certain type of time as opposed to humble Jeezy that we got that night?
That was 15 years ago, Jeezy. Like anything in the world, it changes, and that's all you
Gucci
hope.
doesn't.
All you hope is that. All you hope is that evolution is for the better, and it seems like Jeezy's evolution for the better. I think Gucci's is too, but I think Gucci when he put on his outfit for the night, I think he said, the streets want me to come at this dude. They don't want no truce, and I think he tried to give the streets what they wanted.
He came through Gucci down to the socks, but talking crazy like that was
Mean.
It was a crazy paradox to see that, right?
Mean.
Jeray, I was talking to you. I was coming to you. And we were texting, and you felt some type of way about Gucci Mane's antics. So did I, but you felt a little stronger than me. Like, what were your takeaways from that situation?
Can I talk my shit?
Please,
Listen,
absolutely.
Please do.
Gucci lost me. Soon as he played the Truth record, I understand that he had to play it. He had to play it. If Biggie and Tupac were around and they went, Tupac's gonna have to play Hit 'Em Up.
Facts.
But all of that commentary after that,
Nah, you ain't.
we smoking on this poop pack. Nah, I was ready to fight, and it wasn't even me.
You was
It
ready
was a
to
little
jump in
crazy.
your phone?
Yo, you saw me out. I was texting you like, this is nuts. I was not with it. I just felt like, I had mentioned earlier, I thought that we were going to see the Jeezy and Gucci Mane doppelgangers.
Right.
But everybody said Gucci was a clone.
No, yeah.
So
He's come a long way.
the real Gucci came out.
Yeah.
And even knowing the history, I felt really bad for Jeezy. It looked like he wanted to cry.
You think so?
You think so?
Yeah, he was pissed.
I didn't feel that from Jeezy.
Not like, oh, I'm so sad. Like I wanna hurt you.
Yeah.
Kind of person. And I think it took a lot out of him to have to sit there and just say, you know what? I came to you like a man. But I respected it.
I didn't see it that way.
It looked emotional to me. I felt bad.
Oh, you think he was in his feelings?
Listen, I was by the door and I was in my house.
Wow.
They could have got real ugly real fast. Jeannie Ma didn't sign up for that.
She didn't sign up for that.
You know that
She
much.
didn't sign
She
up
was
for
like,
that.
wait.
You really
That's
felt
probably
that
what he
way,
was
though?
thinking about.
Nah.
That's probably what he was saying. Hey, yo, I'm about to lay this dude out, but
Right. If
Nah, I got a
own
whole
half
new
of
life
Atlanta,
now.
Right. You know, I can't come out here even though he's dissing me. Look at his outfit. You know, Gucci just came out real 2005.
I don't know. I felt like from my point of view, when I looked at when Jeezy was like, all right, that was 15 years ago and all of that, I didn't get emotional. I felt like it was more like, bro, like, all right, we understand, bro. You doing a lot right now, and I can't smack the shit out of you, but this is some old shit. You came on the stage, you agreed to come on here. Why are you acting like that? That's what I got.
It was the commentary after. It wasn't even the record itself. That commentary he had, if Jeezy was on that type of time, it would have been a different show on live.
send
And I
him
was
back
like,
to you in a
Jeezy
box.
Yeah,
Okay.
I feel like that.
That was wild.
I was
You felt that way?
disappointed.
I didn't feel that way.
That was wild.
So sincere. Talk to me, bro. The mic closer to you. We just gonna put it on wax. Fuck it. It's a podcast.
Trying to be
It's
subtle.
my first
Facts.
time in this studio. It's a lot going on tonight.
Gotta get
Work this
acclimated.
thing out.
Hey, you know what I mean? B-roll. Well, talk to me, Sin.
Listen, well, y'all already know my thoughts. You know what I mean? Like I came
We
into
know, they don't.
they might not know, but hopefully they saw the little clip we put out.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Going, leading into the verses, I wasn't all that excited because honestly, I'm not a big fan of neither of their music, right? And I also knew the energy was going to be a little crazy. You know what it kind of reminded me of on a certain level, even though this is probably more severe. But I remember the energy around Beanie Siegel versus Jada, and that's that energy that was like looming in New York. And when we first heard the Beanie Siegel record drop, and everybody was like, "Yo, this is about to,
Like, this is about to be more
left."
than music.
Yeah,
The stories
turn
that was
super
with that
left.
was running up to Hot 97, the
Yeah.
guys getting it in the parking lot type shit.
Drama.
So
There's a lot
leading
of
into
drama.
this verses, I was like, yo, I was watching. I was like, yo, this could turn left any second. So that was one thing. Another thing, and y'all might be shocked. I have a newfound respect for Jeezy.
Yes.
Oh.
Not just like man wise, but like music wise. Like his catalog, I was listening to it because at the time when Jeezy was popping, I was on a whole other realm of hip hop. But even though Jeezy's not, he's not a lyricist by any stretch, but his ear for production and beats, and making music that's motivational, hence
Thug Motivation.
Thug Motivation 101. Like I was listening, I was like, yo, this is. I mean, this is heavy right here. This is heavy.
Facts.
So shouts to Jeezy. I'm still not a Gucci Mane fan by any stretch. So
Not even close.
it is what it is.
Talk to me, Lang.
I am not here to defend the way that Gucci Mane chose to comport himself. I don't comport myself in that way, but I will say,
My man said comport.
well, I gotta work one of those in every episode.
Yes.
I will say that I do appreciate that. I mean, Gucci Mane seemed like it didn't seem like an act. It seemed like he was being his authentic self, and I mean, we do appreciate authenticity on the show. Do you get Googles like this was an ugly beef going back 15 years, and it doesn't surprise me that even if these two men can be in a room together and make some money together, it doesn't shock me that they are not exactly hugging and kissing. And I appreciate that they didn't insult our intelligence like 50 and Game did years ago. They kept it a buck. They kept it a buck.
Yeah.
We two black men getting money. And you know what? We have our issues, and we're gonna look past that for today. But I still don't fuck with you. And I kind of appreciated that energy, even if Gucci was kind of going overboard with it a little bit. But it was a good look, so I fucks with it.
You know what? And I'll bring it home like this. we live in such a time now where everyone is so buttoned up and everyone is so afraid to be offended. Motherfucker, like what we saw with that verses was hip hop.
Right. That's
like,
right.
We saw ignorance.
That's
right. We saw I don't fuck with you, and I'm not gonna pretend. I don't care about click media and all this other shit. Gucci Mane came out on schedule.
Yep.
And remained on schedule.
Put on a great show.
And then when he got called out on it, he said, I told you I was going to be on schedule. So what you mad about? And I feel like in this offended era, we forget what rap derived from. Like when guys had beef, it wasn't pro wrestling. They didn't like each other.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? When there was some street shit involved, there was some street shit. So like, granted, I didn't appreciate what Gucci was doing. Like, and I said as much. But at the same time, I understood it, and I enjoyed to watch that shit. Like, I was like, oh, this is crazy. This is a car wreck. It can go down at any moment. You know what I'm saying?
Whole time I'm watching it, bro, I'm thinking to myself, like, when is Jeezy gonna snap? Because Jeezy looks so composed.
Like, even the shit about Jeezy's mans, that didn't bother me as much as like talking about the nigga's outfit and all this. And I'm like, what
that's
we at
kind of
with
juvenile,
That's what got me upset.
Very Adrian Broner
Right,
type.
like that's what we doing here. Like, you know, like Jeezy's a millionaire. Like, so what if he wanted to wear a rag fit, but he wanted to get into his snowman shit for the event? Like, so what? But I'm not mad at any of it. At the end of the day, Jeezy won. Atlanta says otherwise because the vibe in Atlanta is different from the rest of the world. We said that when we got together, that Atlanta will have a different scorecard from the rest of the world. But we know what we know. Jeezy won that shit, hands down.
They perform so icy.
And that's a good look for hip hop too.
They need to collaborate now.
That's beautiful.
But so nobody else thinks this was all like a work.
You know I'm a skeptic by nature.
You know, I'm looking at you.
That's a heavy work if that's
I don't
work
think
though.
I think this is real bad blood.
I think that
No. Obviously, the bad blood is for real.
I think the bad blood is real, but I think that they basically understood what makes business.
Yeah.
2 million people tuned in for beef,
Right.
and if Jeezy wanted to be kumbaya, Gucci had to wild out. Who had more to lose in that spot? Like, Jeezy's not really an active rapper.
Yeah.
Gucci's still collaborating with regular people on a day-to-day basis.
That's a fact.
He has more modern music to his point, making fun of Jeezy's classics by saying play some new shit. You know what I'm saying? So I think that everyone was on brand, and they were to answer your question.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Shout out to Jeezy DJ though, man. Get that man a raise.
That was your favorite part, wasn't it?
Get that man a raise, man.
That's a fact.
I almost thought he had the hammer behind the turntables. This kid was ready for all the smoke, man. Shout out to him.
Oh man.
All right, so our next topic here, right? The Grammys. In the group chat, Sincere dropped the best rap album Grammy nominations. I don't remember all of them, but I know that your man's Langston was up there, and he rightfully
Freddie
so.
Gibbs,
Just because
that's right.
I don't personally like Freddie Gibbs doesn't mean Freddie Gibbs is not valid.
And you're gonna acknowledge that the album that they acknowledged, that's a little redundant, but you liked Alfredo, right?
Alfredo,
Fire.
It's
Right.
up there. But we had Royce the 5'9" up there.
Yeah,
I know Sid is pulling it up right now, so I'm gonna give him the full ice. So can you let us know the full list of nominees?
Full list of rap album of the year nominees for the Grammys. We got D Smoke.
Who?
I was waiting for that. D
Fuck is D Smoke?
It wasn't bad.
D Smoke. Thank you, Jeray. D Smoke, for those of you unfamiliar, is the winner of Netflix's rap talent show Rhythm and Flow. Right.
What a sentence.
That is a very 2020 sentence. But you know, don't let that deter you, because dude is nice. He's nice. His vibe is dope. The only thing about him is that, you know, he's from the West Coast. He's very influenced by TDE and Kendrick and all that, and I think he got some ties to them.
His brother signed to TDE.
There we go.
Okay.
So yeah, but you know what I mean? Like, TDE is fire.
Nah, but
so,
Netflix is getting Grammy noms, bro.
Yo,
Come on.
just keep going.
So D Smoke, he had an album. Admittedly, I have not listened to it, but I will. Alfredo, Freddie Gibbs, and Alchemist.
All right.
Ding.
Yeah.
Ding.
Nah, we're gonna applaud that one.
Applaud. Thank you. Yes. One of my absolute favorite albums of this year. It's up there. Written Testimony, Jay Electronica.
Come on.
I like that album.
I know you love that
got
album.
some
Did
cuts.
you like it too?
It's got some
I feel
cuts.
like you and I didn't like that album.
Me being, and admittedly, I'm a Jay Electronica fan from like way back, so I was expecting a certain level of product, and it didn't quite get there for me. Not even the level of product, just the energy. Like the energy was completely different from what I was expecting.
He let Hov outshine him.
He did. He absolutely did.
Really?
So
Did you hear that album?
I heard that Hov was on it a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, he was.
And I'm not gonna lie, it deterred me. So
You don't like Jay-Z?
She loves Hov.
Listen. Don't come over here with that.
I'm confused.
We good?
We good.
Okay. Nah, I love Jay, but I don't know if I love Jay right now. But that's a whole other topic for another day.
Copy.
Nah, I feel you on that for
Me and
sure.
Jerry in lockstep with that.
But I didn't want to hear him. I
Right.
wanted to hear Jay. We had to wait so long for this album.
Yeah.
Right.
And then you put it out and it's this.
Now, some we haven't talked about. Well, not shortly thereafter, but like,
yes.
sometime later, his actual shelved album that he had put together back in like 2010, 2011, 2012, that era, it finally leaked
on SoundCloud
on,
for like a weekend.
Yeah,
I think. Did you send it to me via Google Drive or something like that?
Yeah. I
Hope you caught it
on.
because you can't find that shit now.
Yeah, no, I caught it on Twitter. No, but I think they officially put it on Tidal. Nowhere else.
Another exclusive title
Yeah,
release.
of course.
Jesus.
This is so aggravating. Then, dun 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 dun. Make way for the king.
Who?
Nas, King's Disease.
Basketball season. Basketball
I
season.
applaud him for that one.
King's Disease.
King's Disease.
All the other side, I don't like Nas' album was fire, and I said so right here.
That's a
And I
fact.
gave it the highest score at this table, just to be clear.
That's a fact.
Impressive.
Also up there is one of my favorite albums of this year. Not just because I'm a Nas fan. I am honest about Nas when he puts out Wax shit, but that shit was
Are
fire.
you?
Yeah.
I don't know about that, but
Come on, man.
It's not a lot of wax shit. It's not a lot of wax shit.
It's not that
you're
much.
right. It's you. You're the Nas apologist.
Yeah, I love
You're the
Nas.
And you too. You're like number 2 on the list of Nas apologists.
I disagree.
You disagree, of course.
Shout out to Escobar, man.
And last but not least, Royce the 5'9", The Allegory.
Get the fuck out of
Royce. Don't do him like that. Royce
Nah,
is
we
spit
not-
on the album.
I really like that
Jeray,
album.
we not feel-
I think that album should win out of those albums.
Oh,
That's my opinion.
I didn't listen.
Damn.
You should. It's really good.
I'm not saying that
Good music.
I don't not like him. That's not what I'm saying. For him to get nominated for a Grammy, I'm just kind of confused at what the criteria is right now.
Talk about it.
You know, like, are we doing popularity? Are we doing content? Because unfortunately, being that we are in the society where we can just get our own music and do what we want, there's things that we're skipping. I mean, obviously, it's like,
Right.
I don't really want to hear that.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie. You know, the last time I was on here, I was praising Meg Thee Stallion. I haven't heard that album yet. I mean, no shade.
so I listened to it before you did.
Yeah, this time you beat me.
Wow.
No shade, but I just kind of feel like, what are we doing here? What happened to Lil Baby?
Yeah, that was weird.
The
Whoa.
biggest, the best artist of the year.
Yeah, like-
not the biggest, not the best.
Man.
The biggest of the year was Lil Baby.
Man,
What happened?
Yeah,
What
that was puzzling. Like they
Like,
couldn't even get that right. They couldn't nominate him.
But you
Yeah,
put the
nah.
allegory. Was
that's the
this
issue.
on some white boys playlist and
See-
they just had to pick 5? Fucking here.
Right.
5 albums.
Jeray,
Like, what the fuck?
I think you bring
The
up a
allegory?
really
You
good
hate
point,
Royce, bro.
And it's like when it comes to the Grammys, it's just hard to get a grasp of what their criteria is. And given the Grammys' criteria of I think what they want to be, Lil Baby's album is supposed to win this Grammy.
Right.
Like it's supposed to be the album that defined rap music of that current year, and that's
right.
Lil Baby's album. Even though, like I said, I thought that a certain album was the best one there, but the album that should win isn't even nominated.
Only 2 albums on that list deserve to be Grammy nominated. That's Nas and Alfredo. Like the album 3 could go. Nigga, we got Netflix, nigga. Who heard that?
Yeah, that's
Who
a weird
listened
one.
to that?
Smoke.
That's a weird one.
I didn't even realize he had an
Not
album
bad.
that dropped.
But it doesn't belong in that list.
I think he's nice. I don't know if he was ready
Qualifiers.
for that. Yo, I don't know if he was ready for that. It might have been a little soon. But like you said, you know,
Look who he's up there with, though.
but honestly, you think, what's the criteria? Like, okay, we're
We-
just gonna pick 5 people. Like,
we
you put out
never
you put
know.
album out. We're just gonna grab everybody.
Listen.
We don't know.
That was some white boy who likes a certain kind of rap. They was like, hey, Jimbo, what do you have? We need to fill out this list here. So let's go really abstract so the blacks think we care. And they chose those 5 albums.
So instead of an old white guy, you think it was a young white guy?
It was
this
an
time?
old
white guy.
It was an old white guy who asked this hip young white guy in the office to give them
that's exactly
5
right.
albums.
That's exactly
And
it.
that's what we got there. Because these are the most air quote woke albums or some street shit with Alfredo that you could get.
This is a very underground leaning.
Right. And don't the whites love the underground rap?
Yeah.
All right, so what we doing here?
There's nothing wrong with that though.
There's nothing wrong with that, but the Allegory's not a Grammy quality album. What the fuck, Royce?
Let's go.
Royce?
Listen,
I
Let's go to
tried
Lane
and
for
I
that.
wasn't impressed.
Listen.
What do you
Let
want from
me get my
I
take
tried
off
to
first.
listen.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let me
go
get my
ahead.
take off
Go ahead,
first.
Sin.
Go ahead.
I like Royce the 5'9". Not a big fan of the Allegory, honestly.
Oh,
Really? You didn't
okay.
like
Book
it?
of Ryan. What did he dropped like a year or two ago?
Yeah,
I think like 2 years ago. Book of Ryan was fire. I thought Book of Ryan was fire, and he's dropped projects with DJ Premier, also fire. Allegory didn't really do it for me.
Really?
I like the message behind it, right? Obviously, you know, it's in a very woke time. You know, Royce went for talking about like injustices against black people and, you know, systemic oppression and, you know, how we deal with that in our communities and stuff like that.
Right.
And I feel all of that, but musically, it didn't really do it for
You
me.
mean production-wise?
I mean, production-wise, I mean, Royce can spit. There just
spitting,
wasn't,
bro.
you know, there wasn't nothing like
But this is the
that
problem.
really held my attention. Not you know, nothing to at that level where I feel like it deserves a Grammy nomination.
Right.
I put it right there with a written testimony. Right. I like the energy. I like the you know the message. Not really a big fan of the music per se. So
And that's the thing I'm saying. We can't keep going back to what he was spitting though. He had bars. Like it's not like a rap album is just not. It's the entire body
That's
of work.
true. That's
the pacing
true.
of the album, the beat selection, the content within it. Like. All right, we know Royce is nice, but what
Nice.
else? Like is there a Royce song that you play daily? Do you want to listen to Royce? Is Royce part of your day-to-day life? No, it's not, Dini. It's
not.
It's not.
It's not.
So it's like, well, how does that get Grammy nominated? Like,
it's
no
also
way.
super long.
Like, come on,
That's
son.
a fair point. Could I bring a question? Who do we think is
22
going?
songs.
Who do we think is going to win, and who do we think should win?
Nas.
I think Nas is going to win. I think Roy should win.
If
I
D
mean,
Smoke
based-
wins, the fix is in.
Based on the Grammys' history of picking the wrong winner.
Well, that's a good
What
point.
is his name? D Smoke or B Smoke?
Yo,
Watch
D-Smoke-
D-Smoke win.
Nah,
Watch
D-Smoke
that
might-
nigga win, son.
Yeah.
Alfredo, I think, should
He-
probably
Gibbs isn't
take
winning.
it.
He's not gonna
should.
Runner up.
You know
I
what I'm saying?
I wouldn't even be mad
Because
at
they
all.
always, I feel like the
even as a
Grammys
Nas
always
fan.
fronts on Nas.
Yo, they
if I'm
about to-
not mistaken.
Yeah, he's never won a Grammy. So they're gonna. Yeah,
That's ridiculous.
They're
No,
gonna-
Nas, no, I changed my pick. Then Nas is getting it this year.
this is like
This is Nas's year.
this is like Martin Scorsese getting the
Yeah.
award for
Yeah.
The Departed.
The Departed, yeah.
It's that legacy award.
This
You know what I'm
is
saying?
No, this is it.
This is it right
If there's
here.
ever a time to do it, it's this year for Nas.
Yeah.
Album is fire. Think about what the year Hit Boys had.
Kobe MVP.
Yeah.
08. This is 08.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. Shout out to Cole. Rest in
God
peace,
bless the
bro.
dead,
R.I.P.
man.
Kobe.
Cardi B. Billboard magazine or Billboard, whatever they call themselves these days, has anointed her Woman of the Year for 2020. So because we are a man show at the Rap Roundtable and we have a lady at the table, we're gonna do the generic thing and go to the woman at the table and ask her what she thinks about Cardi B getting Woman of
Can
the
I
Year.
get some more
What did
Migos
she do?
first though?
What did she do this year? What did she do?
WAP. The biggest rap song of
Not.
the year? No.
No?
Biggest rap song of the year.
By the
All
numbers,
right.
it's huge.
All right, cool.
It's huge.
You know what beat that?
What?
Savage.
Touche. Touche. Where's my ding?
Listen,
Okay.
Indeed.
with her drama, with her album, with her mixtape, with her Beyonce feature, with her, was it Nicki this year or last year?
Last year was Nicki.
Listen, sis did it this year.
You did that?
Like, Meg is Woman of the Year this year. I'm sorry, it just is what it is. I don't have no hate for Cardi. I'm low key a Cardi fan, but
Low key.
Aren't
Yeah,
you
low
all?
key.
Y'all all love Cardi.
No.
Cardi's majority
No.
loved by women. No.
no, I love the City Girls. But anyway,
Alright.
and all that,
Touche.
I'm gonna leave that one.
and all that.
I pick my battles.
Don't
Stay over there.
don't even engage with him.
Get out of there.
We're not
Get
to
out
your
of there.
lawn
Pick your
yet.
battle right now, son. Pick the battle right now.
But honestly, in my opinion, as a woman, no shade to no women. You know, I love to see us winning. But this was Meg's year. Come on, it was Meg's year, and she got shot. Like, come on, it was her year. What do you want?
But she wouldn't even know who shot her. So, like,
Yo,
you know,
nobody knows
we
who
not
shot her.
doing
She
that.
might have stepped in some
Let's not
glass.
do that
But what
again.
I'm saying is,
We left that off the agenda for
I'm
a
sorry.
reason.
I'm sorry, Jeray.
We
Continue,
can't
please.
keep talking about that every
y'all not
month,
gonna
bro.
do this. It's no
Even
Meg
though-
slander's gonna be tolerated with me sitting here. We
who
fight
shot you,
all
Meg?
night.
Who shot you?
Separate the wheat
Yeah.
from the obsolete.
Ooh, some foreshadowing.
You know you set yourself up for that, Meg. But it was Meg's year. It was Meg's year. Sorry.
So you're not buying it?
Nah.
So all right. Let me play devil's advocate then. You know, what about WAP being this woman's empowerment movement? You know, you're not buying it.
So I'm gonna talk my shit. So what about these dry pussy women? What about them?
Oh, we gotta help them out. We gotta get them some
What
therapy,
about-
some
what
medication or something.
Good night, everybody. Show's done. Show's over.
Wow.
That's
I
it.
just feel like so if they get some lubricant, they not good. They not good. They excluded from the conversation.
Maybe-
They got some wet ass lubricant. Like,
Wow.
what you want? Who do you want?
Yo,
Welcome to
I mean,
the
I don't have that
viscosity hour.
problem.
Wow.
You know, me personally,
wet ass
wow.
lubricant.
what do you want?
Yo, I'm
Listen,
too immature for this kind of conversation.
I'm
bro.
sorry, I'm not gonna lie. I just don't feel like one record gives Cardi Woman of the Year. And I love Cardi, but Meg was really outside this year, literally.
She really was,
She
though.
not, that's a fact. That's a whole fact.
To bring you full circle, she really was outside this year.
That's not even debatable.
Damn it,
she was
man.
definitely outside. Whatever side of the issue you on, we can all agree she was outside for
Yo,
sure.
Langston, bring me back, bro. Like, well, how do you feel about Cardi getting that?
I tried to tell y'all last time about the BET Awards, man. This whole like Woman of the Year, whatever else, they do this to get our attention. So they're gonna choose someone that elicits a reaction. We can debate about whether or not it's deserved or whatever else. But the fact is, to them, it ain't even about that. It's about getting people's attention and getting us to talk about it. So mission accomplished.
Shouldn't have conscious. Deanie, the resident misogynist at the time.
Yo, chill.
I'm not a misogynist.
He's only kidding. He's only kidding.
I'm not a misogynist.
I'm joking.
I got y'all.
She's come a long way, you know, from the old days.
Okay.
You know, from
Take your time, Deanie.
I'm chilling. She's come
Be
a
very
long
careful
way.
what you say.
She's come a long way, ladies and gentlemen. But Woman of the Year though, bro. I mean, granted, I know she was speaking to presidential elects and all that. I get it. That's a big
I
deal.
think that had a lot to do with it. Yeah.
You know, and how she handled her situations with her husband, that was a big deal. And she was a lot of places.
Okay.
Jury is unimpressed.
I know Cardi. I know not Cardi. I know Meg's been through some things.
How do you feel about Meg, Deanie?
No,
Don't answer that. Go ahead.
I think Meg is alright. That new song, is annoying as hell, but she's alright. Shout out to you, Cardi B, Woman of the Year, man.
Well, maybe the empowerment of the wet ass pussy led to some votes.
The viscosity led to the votes.
Then wet ass pussy leads to votes. You know what I mean?
I don't know, man. Like I'm with Lang. I mean, it's like,
man.
yeah, like it's like
y'all agree it's dangerous.
you know, not to take nothing away from Cardi, but like she did have a huge song that kind of broke the internet. And you know, she did speak up on some, you know, political issues and trying to, you know, drive, you know, votership and stuff like that. So, you know, I feel that, but like those two things for Woman of the, I mean, like,
It's a big record, though.
it's a huge record. But
election.
like
Can I jump
Jeray
in?
was saying, this was Meg's year. She got Rapper of the Year from GQ.
Man, they jerking little baby boy. He didn't get shit this year, bro.
Pause.
Filthy.
Hey, the Grammys, GQ, we
Yeah,
can't get
son,
a dub
I'm
nowhere.
just thinking out loud. I'm sorry.
So yeah, I mean, if Meg would have got that nod, I think, you know, would have understood it better. Maybe Billboard and GQ, I don't know, they talked to each other and was like, yo, you give it to Megan, we'll give this to Cardi or whatever.
Conspiracy theories.
Power of the Rock Nation, bro.
I don't know. Yeah, it's a fact.
Jay made that phone call.
And the God.
Album promo.
But yeah, but at the end of the day, I'm not gonna knock it. You know what I mean? Give the women their props. I'm with it.
You with it? Sounds super liberal, bro.
They do.
You know?
Snowflake.
No, I can't get that.
What?
Hands-free answer. Do you agree
I don't
with
think.
it?
I mean, like I said, I think the criteria for getting Woman of the Year got to be
Higher.
a little on the low side for Cardi to get it.
I mean, a woman was just like elected vice president of the country.
There you go.
I mean, giving it to Cardi B.
Listen. Cardi B, Kamala Harris. This
is also
a big
Billboard.
gap.
Billboard is a
I
music.
see. So it would need to be a
having
recording
the biggest,
artist.
yes, having the biggest song of the
Megan
year
Thee
that broke the
Stallion.
internet.
But I was gonna say, right? Who's on that song? It's
Well,
not
Cardi and
Rising.
Megan, yeah, and she also had Savage.
Right, and it's not Megan's year. Like,
Right,
come
'cause-
on.
right, I see what you're
GQ,
saying.
My Q, your Q. She deserved that
So why you think she ain't get it?
because she's black. I'm just playing.
Hey, let's talk about it. There's a colorism debate that some might
My job,
have.
don't do that.
That's a fact.
I mean,
You said it.
Latin woman, wet ass pussies, sells magazines.
Y'all decided to bring the Migos out.
There's
Decided
more.
to have me on, and
bit
y'all
of the
letting me
Migos.
talk what I gotta talk. Let's speak on it.
Little bit of
It's
the
not
Migos.
because of that.
Listen, I'm not gonna say it's not because of that. I mean, Cardi's
Or maybe it was Megan getting shot in the foot and didn't know who shot her.
God damn it, man.
Listen, any
Damn.
press is good press. And if you don't shut up,
Boo.
at
Boo
this
this
point you
man.
shut up.
Who shot you? Separate the wheat from
You gotta play that.
Oh man.
Fuck all that Brooklyn beat.
Yo, real quick, the beat playing in the background. Shout out to the homie Saint. Tap in with him, top flight producer of the world. But now we're gonna get into some sincere music as we get into our producer tier list.
Yes.
See what I did there? Plug the producers, plug the list. See what I did there?
Yeah,
son?
yeah,
I
very-
got the
very well done,
vision,
very
bro.
well
I
done.
got the vision, bro.
He makes beats holla.
So, as we did a couple episodes ago, we did our top 10 rappers going right now. But what we did wrong was we compiled the list off air and then gave you the final work. And we felt like I should say, that it would be more fun for y'all to see us put the list together as opposed to giving you the final list after we argued about it for like 35 minutes on a FaceTime video call.
Yeah.
So, without further ado,
Yes.
this is we're gonna
bench.
stamp it, the Rap Roundtable producer tier list. And this is not just for 2020. This is all time.
All
All
producers.
time.
So a lot of those modern trappy dudes, don't look for that over here because
OAT.
they're not valid, bro. They're not
Of
valid.
all time.
So I'm gonna ask the question.
Okay.
There's 5 of us at this table. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Of course, Lang wants to set the tone. Applaud you, Lang.
So you want my whole third tier
Hold on. Before we do that, let's just set some
criteria?
criteria for the listeners to understand like how it is that we came up with our picks.
You're right.
First of all, music gotta be hitting, but not just hitting for the moment. Timeless music. It needs to have an era. It needs to bring you back to when you first heard this, right? You gotta have a run, right? Some longevity,
Yeah.
right? It can't be you just dropped 1 or 2 dope songs and then bounced, right? Influence,
Yeah.
right? Who did your sound influence the rest of the sound? Maybe either of that era or going forward, right? Impact, right? So how did it impact the game? This is a phrase out of your book.
Okay.
Like how did it move the needle? How far did it move the needle when they dropped their music, right?
I'm with that.
And lastly, the oh shit factor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
When you listen to some like oh shit. You know what I mean? You gotta feel that shit in your soul.
Yeah, I like that. This is the creme de la creme of producers, in my opinion. It's our podcast, so of course I'm gonna say it. But a lot of people aren't objective with rap. I already know Sinner's gonna be mad at some of our picks. I'm gonna be mad at some of Sin's picks because he's a rap snob. I always default to him with these topics because he's the biggest snob and he judges us, and it matters when he judges us. But did we have a name for our third tier?
How about we call them legends? Is that cool?
Legends, Titans, and then the God tier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Legends.
Legends.
Is that too? Is that not good? Is it too? Is it too much?
Yeah, somebody broke into the studio.
Yeah. Did y'all hear that car alarm?
That is a fact. But let's continue.
Anyway, we're gonna keep on pushing.
Yeah, it stopped. See, look at that.
Okay.
Nah, it made an appearance on the podcast. Set the tone. We're gonna. So, I'll ask you this here.
Yeah.
Since again, we're figuring this out as we speak. Are we gonna just do our whole list, or are we gonna break it down tier by tier by tier?
I think we should do tier by tier.
Yeah, I agree.
So give our tiers and then compile one concise tier.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Also, we're picking 15 overall, but we're not doing 5, 5, and 5. We're doing 3, 5, and 7. Shout out to King.
You already know.
Killer.
Set the tone, Lang.
Okay, so my third tier, number 15.
Oh, we're starting from the bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's build to the top.
There we go. Copy.
Number 15, I have Large Professor.
Oh, you have it in order.
Oh.
The tiers I was more concerned with,
Okay.
but it's let's call it a slight
I
order.
don't want you seeing my list.
I'm embarrassed. Wait a minute.
All right, so 15, and the order don't really. It's more about the tiers, like I said. But Large Professor. Then I have Organized Noise,
I like that.
and then I went Havoc.
I knew it. That's the one I knew when you said it was 3 members.
I got Havoc, Timbaland, Q-Tip, Just Blaze, and No ID.
Sheesh.
That's a strong tone setter right there.
Yeah.
Dini, what you got?
All right. As for what Jarv was saying about the young boys, there's some young.
I know you got a couple, bro.
I got 808 Mafia on this.
Not bad. They got some. They had some moments.
Swizz Beats.
At the bottom.
Just Blaze.
Mm-hmm.
Hitman. Justice League. Alchemist.
All right. I'm not mad at that. Jeray, talk to me.
I don't even want to go.
Oh, come on. This is a safe space.
I also had 808 Mafia, Metro Boomin. I had Mike Will made it because right now you hear a lot of that. I have Manny Fresh, Lil Jon, Just Blaze, Scott Storch.
Okay.
Oh, Scott Storch, I forgot.
And I have Jermaine Dupri.
Uh-oh.
I'm surprised JD made the cut. I'm not mad at that.
Listen, he had some very
Oh, no, for sure.
No,
For sure.
for sure. But he gets fronted on by people like myself.
Yeah.
You know, full disclosure, he's not on my list.
He's not on mine either.
All right. So for my legends, we're gonna call them. I also had Large Professor.
Oh, what?
Come on, son.
I'm shocked at that.
Applaud that.
Good job by you,
Applaud
buddy.
that.
Good job by you.
Yes.
Nicely
Come on.
done by Jarv.
Listen, I love hip hop, bro.
Yo.
I might not be a full snob, but I have snobbish.
All right. I
You
fucks
know?
with it.
I'll follow that up with the Hitman. I know Sin probably don't care about that, but when you think about a certain time in music, not just rap, music, they moved the culture. They were the culture. They sold the most units. They did the most. The beats was hitting. Even if it was some abstract Luke that fucking RZA did, the Hitman was hitting. It is. I'm sorry.
It's too, no. I feel you, but it's too many dudes.
I'm sorry. But
It's like
it was
Wu-Tang. It's like cheat. It's like
Let's
a cheat
not do
code.
that again.
808 Mafia was like 10 dudes.
Hitmen. They don't list all of them.
You
It's
should have just said Puffy.
Diddy. You right.
Yeah, there you go.
That bad boy era.
Shout out to you, because you and I, we kind of in the middle when it comes to music.
No
I
doubt.
also have Metro Boomin because I feel like as the Southern wave took over, I felt like Metro, I almost put Zaytoven up there. I felt like between Metro and Zaytoven, I felt like Metro deserves it to
More
be
hits.
more than Zaytoven. And I feel like the South needs to be represented on this list because they've had a near 2-decade
Gotta
run.
respect it.
And if you're talking about the life of hip hop, which started in the late 70s to 2020, they've carved out at least 35 to 40% of that time frame with these 2 decades.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give Metro Boomin some love on it. DJ Mustard, because Mustard in the last 7 or 8 years has had a sound. He's changed his sound, and he's been involved with a lot of the biggest hits. I'm sorry, but I'm just trying to be fair. You know what I'm saying? Swizz Beats. He deserves to be there, but I don't think he belongs next to the guys who are above.
Same.
That's all I gotta say about that. Manny Fresh, the godfather of the South, in my opinion.
We talked about that.
Oh,
Manny
for
Fresh,
sure.
Manny Fresh deserves to be there. And finally, at the bottom tier, but because the other people who I have on my list, you'll understand why he's here. Jay Dilla.
Ooh,
Oh, wow.
that's low, brother.
Wow.
Give me a pound. I didn't know. I don't know.
I had no idea it would even be on your list.
Hey, come
on
on.
your radar.
It should be.
Anyway,
It should be on the list, but that seems low.
a little bit.
You'll understand why when we get to the next
Okay,
tier.
all right.
I think one guy I have. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No,
sorry,
no,
Sam.
let's
Go,
talk
go, go.
about
There's
it.
one guy on my list I feel like does not get enough credit, and I was watching a Dr. Alvin night, and I was like, "Fuck, he doesn't get enough credit." But go ahead, bro.
All right, bet.
I'm looking forward to it.
So my third tier, the Titan tier, that's what we're going with. All right, bet.
Titans.
No, Titan the second.
The Legends.
Legends.
Legends. All right. Large Pro.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. This is like my
Three
my,
lists, not bad.
Yeah, so my list is gonna look a lot like yours, at least for this tier.
Yours being Lang.
Pointing at Lang. Large Pro, definitely got to be in there. I don't think I heard anybody else mention No ID.
Nah.
I did.
You
No
did?
idea was at the top of this tier for me.
Oh, okay.
Copy. All right. Eric Sermon.
Oh, good
Yeah.
one. Good
needs
one.
his flowers.
Respectable.
Good one.
He needs his flowers. Havoc.
Okay.
I know.
Definitely.
You
Yep.
know, you had him. Q-Tip is in there too. I wanted to put him higher, but like you know,
It's a crowded list.
yeah, it's a crowded list. Timbaland. Now,
That's kind of low.
well,
Wow.
Yeah, I had Timbaland in that
well,
tier too.
yeah,
Wow,
he did
bro.
too. That's what surprised me. Now, hear my reason. Hear me out. Timbaland is an amazing producer. Like overall, he should be higher, at least in the Titan tier, if not in the God tier. But I'm basing this off hip hop work.
Right. Good point.
And
good
as
point.
a hip hop producer, you have he worked with Hove, and he worked with Missy, and who else? Who else is he?
Bubba Sparks.
Right,
Dr. Dre.
Who else is he? What?
Well, he has a song with Dre. His music with Dre.
Right, but I'm talking about like on a regular basis. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? When you this is what I'm talking about. This is what the fuck I'm talking about. When you think Timbaland, you think Justin Timberlake, you think Nelly Furtado, you think Aaliyah,
Genuine.
you think Genuine, you think it's a lot of R&B, a lot of pop, right? And it's all dope music. I love
Timbaland's pop stuff. It's amazing.
Timbaland's pop stuff is amazing.
Future Sex Love Sound. That's
Yeah,
my shit.
it's fire, but it's not hip hop.
One more time.
I'm not saying it was like
One more time.
I'm not saying it was great.
We're not.
Magoo is trash. I mean,
Right.
Timbaland is great.
So-
Timbaland is
Wait,
awesome.
how do you,
But
like,
hold on.
they had crazy tracks. Like, are you not? He was higher for
This
me.
is for one and young.
I knew Sincere was gonna do
Like-
some shit to piss us off.
Really?
fucking
So-
knew it.
It's
Like-
one thing every episode.
So here's my
So
question.
what if he worked with a handful of them? He had legendary moments. Some of the most important moments.
So here's my point. Here's another point I'm gonna add. When as I'm going through like how I'm composing this list and where I'm putting people in the tiers, like I'm thinking about who they worked with, right, and what kind of music they did together. So you telling me, Jere, that when I think of Timbaland, I should be like, oh, he worked with Magoo.
No, I'm just saying. It was,
He got to be in a
you have to
Titan
listen, but
tier
also,
at least.
Also, he produced for, which people don't know, Jodeci. He did do a lot
I
of
didn't
stuff.
know that.
Like, they was all together.
I did not know
All of
that.
them are from down Virginia, that
Listen.
area. They was all.
This is
That's
a
a
hip
fact.
hop
But-
show.
But that's
let me
R&B.
show you what this nigga does. Let me show you the type of shit Sincere does. Sincere creates his own criteria and tells you that you gotta follow his shit. Like, fuck that.
Right.
Timbaland is one of the most important producers in music history, and he started in hip hop,
Listen.
and he took his journey throughout.
I
The
didn't-
people that he worked with had legendary, super important moments in the
Right.
culture.
And
I
that's
didn't
why
hear
I put him
all this
somewhere else.
backlash when Lang put him in the
That's
third tier.
fair. I agree with everything you're saying.
I don't.
I love Timbaland.
I don't understand.
I love the stuff the hip hop stuff he's done, the pop and R&B stuff he's done. I just don't have him above any of the guys I have ahead of him. That's all it is.
Hip-hop.
I mean,
Tier
maybe I forgot some people because like I'm sorry, Timbaland was very influential to me.
I love
Let
Timbaland.
me round this out though. What did I say? Large Pro, No ID, Eric Sermon, Havoc,
Timbaland.
Timbaland, Q-Tip, Trackmasters,
Okay. Okay.
Wow, bro.
Eh.
and I kind of, I was like, off and on with Trackmasters. I was on this fence, and I was like, nah, I feel like Trackmasters got to be in there. Not just because he made your favorite Nas album.
It was written?
Jarve. It was written. I mean, they didn't make the whole thing, but they had that.
They deserve credit for that album.
Yeah.
Super significant.
You know, but also they kind of unbeknownst to like a lot of the listening audience, they worked with Big.
Yeah.
They did Juicy.
Yeah.
The track? No.
Yeah, they did.
What? I
And
didn't know that.
We were talking about Who Shot Ya earlier.
Shout out to Meg.
So
Come on, man.
No, Meg slander will be tolerated.
So a producer by the name of Nassim Marek did that beat for part of the Hitman. But it as legend tells it, he handed the beat in and it sounded kind of sloppy. So the Trackmasters came in and cleaned it up and made it sound like what you hear on the radio now. You know what I mean? There's a lot of hands that Trackmasters had in there that we might not know about. He worked with Foxy, worked with Nori, LL, you know what I mean? Yeah. And lastly, who did I leave off? Alchemist.
That's your 7?
That's my 7, yeah.
All right. So with that, we all have our legend tier, right? Mm-hmm. So now the idea now we're gonna put this together into one tier. I feel like, there's 5 of us here. Two of you guys have Timbaland here. I don't think Timbaland belongs in the legend tier. I think he belongs higher.
Definitely.
So you agree?
Yes.
I agree. You agree. So that's 3-2. So we not eliminating Timbaland, but he's not gonna be in that legends tier, bro.
All right, so 3-2.
3-2. Yeah. I think we agree across the board. Large Professor needs to be in the legends.
Yes.
Large Pro.
There's one.
Organized Noise, are they getting any love?
No.
Nobody else?
I'm glad I gave them some air on the show.
Listen, no.
They're talented.
Listen,
They're talented. Don't get me wrong.
I mean, that 4-album run.
Everybody can't make this list.
That's true.
But Organized Noise was not responsible for all of Outkast's. They were responsible for like their earlier stuff.
Well, yeah, I mean,
But they did,
less as time went on, but
yeah, they did TLC, they did Brandy, they did other artists. They branched out a lot outside of hip hop.
and also Goody Mob. They did a lot with Goody Mob.
That's true, but within hip hop, it's like you got Outkast and then who else?
Right.
Goody Mob.
Goody Mob.
Right, and then.
Fair enough.
But what they did with Outkast is brilliant.
Havoc
Sorry,
gotta go
go
in
ahead.
there.
I know you and I, Dini, have Hitman. Are we putting him in that list at all?
I don't have Hitman on my list, but I see why. I mean, I
Listen.
I debated between them and Organized
They gave you
Noise.
an era though.
A whole era.
Yeah.
Whole era.
You was moved.
No, I could definitely see them on this list. I have nothing bad to say.
But the
about
thing is,
Get your shit off,
hit,
Sin.
all right. Here's my thing. The Hitman, and I'm not even gonna take credit for this point, is because I texted my boy who was arguing about this earlier. The Hitmen are almost like if you would have given Kanye, Just Blaze, and Bink a name, to that collective of producers that made the blueprint. If they would have had a name, would we have put them on this list as a collective, or would we have known them as or addressed them as Kanye and Just Blaze and Bink separately?
You right, but they were like
Hitman
that's
is
their name. When you read the liner notes, it says the Hitman.
It was so many different producers that like Puff just was like, yo, I'm gonna grab you, and
It worked,
put you on the payroll. But they're all separate producers. You got Buck Wild.
Put that to the side.
You got Chucky Thompson.
If we're talking about
you got
the
Nassim
music,
Marek.
let's talk about the music. The music that this collective made, does it deserve to be on this list?
Yes.
Okay, there you go.
And there you have it.
So we have our second member of the legend tier, the Hitman.
Havoc.
I don't feel like I belong there, bro. That's just my. But again, this is not an insult.
I get it.
We know what Havoc has done. We know his pedigree.
At all?
No.
This isn't a Timbaland thing where you want to put him out.
I don't know if he belongs in that in the 15, bro.
What?
I just don't know.
Oh, see, Sin is about to throw a tantrum
I just
right
don't
now.
know.
What?
I listen. I would.
Greatest ever.
I would argue for Havoc.
Hav is a savage, bro.
I think we got 3 votes
remember
for
this-
Havoc. Jure, do you think Havoc should be on the list?
I'm not gonna answer.
What a meal.
Just to show you. I'm sorry. Did I do something to offend you? I'm sorry. You want to answer my question?
No.
All right, look. If y'all put,
I agree with y'all, so I didn't want to.
Okay, so it's 3-2.
if we doing the votes, then Havoc is on the list.
All right, so Havoc is on the Rap Roundtable's legend.
I don't
tier.
think he belongs there, but that's one man's opinion.
All right.
And one woman's opinion as well. All right, next up, let's talk about it. Deanie and I have Metro Boomin on there. No one else. You have.
I vote no.
You have him on there as well. I think it's how easy. Nah.
No.
Now get your weight up, Metro Boomin.
You know what?
I vote no.
You can't really deny these kids right now.
Bro,
Sure
Metro,
I can.
Yeah, I just did.
Metro
Fuck
Boomin
off
gave
my
you like.
lawn.
All right, yeah, but we talking about you still have to be relevant.
Uh-huh.
And if we're talking about relevancy, like these kids, I don't even know if that's a word. I'm a little drunk.
Relevancy, it's a word.
These kids, they doing some stuff right now.
Yeah, sure. But of all time,
Yeah, if this was a
mean,
list
come
of
on.
25, I'm with you. This is an elite list.
But this is where it gets fickle.
Uh-huh.
Because it's an elite list, but it's a super East Coast bias when you say elite. Because a lot of y'all, including myself to a degree, we only view elite as New York.
Hey
But-
man, I love
Yeah.
organized
No,
noise. I put that out
actually,
there.
No,
Listen.
no, I disagree
No
with you.
ID,
But we'll see as
Chicago.
we get further.
Yeah.
Yeah, but but their aesthetic was not Midwest. They were making New York shit.
No ID, nah. No ID was pretty Midwest.
Nigga, that was New York, son. Like,
That was-
move back.
boom
Stop.
bap, sample heavy,
Stop, son.
jazz influence.
That's our aesthetic.
I see
these
what you're
guys
saying.
they were inspired by the forefathers, so they tried to replicate and raise it.
So
to
in
level.
terms of the sound, even if they came from a different place,
I just
it's-
feel
yeah.
like when you think about, put it this way, let me see if I can frame it this way. Try to sway you guys a little bit.
Okay.
The same way we felt when we were younger about certain producers when they did a beat or they did a record, we got excited. I think it's the same way these young people get excited for Metro. You think about, like, again, we might not love what trap is, but it's the forefront. And when Metro Boomin gets next to our artist, it's a big fucking deal. Metro and Future, Metro and 21, Metro and Drake. It's a big deal. We got, and it's been a long time. They like it's been 2 years. This nigga been doing this shit.
I hear your point and you're right. I would just say that in and of itself doesn't qualify. Like you have to do that, and then you need to show me a run. And not that he hasn't shown me a run. He has shown me a run. He's not shown me a run like Q-Tip or like No ID or like the other artists that I put
These kids
on
are
this
like
list.
24. What kind of run you want them to
That's
have?
all I'm
how
saying. Get
long-
your weight up.
Bro.
Get your
But
weight
that
up.
doesn't mean that they're not
If
contenders
if
because
I'm
Metro
not saying they're not
Boomin was
contenders.
Bronx Boomin or Harlem Boomin, you'd be a fan, bro.
Hold up.
I'd be a fan. I probably wouldn't put him on the list though.
nah, these kids they've been doing stuff. I'm
I mean,
saying
for the
kids like I'm
last
so
like
old,
what
but
since like what 08 I want to say
Metro been cooking, bro.
like
that's
it's been a long
pretty
time.
young
longevity
run.
in this. You know, hip hop is very fickle, and they've
They
been
just
able to
dropped
be
21
consistent.
album.
Fire.
I love that album.
So they on the list.
Metro gotta get Metro gotta be up there, bro.
Metro gotta be up
We
there.
cannot be some biased ass New York niggas with this list.
Sure we can.
I know.
808 Mafia.
So who do we have so far?
We got Large Pro,
Uh-huh.
Hitman, Havoc, and I guess
Metro.
Do we have a vote? Do we have a vote? I vote no.
Nah,
we beat
they
y'all.
3-2.
All right, so
Yeah,
Metro's
yeah,
on the
yeah.
list. God bless Metro.
hold up. Q-Tip.
Yes.
I want Q to be higher, bro.
Okay.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all.
Let's hold on Q-Tip.
All right. So we're holding on to Timbaland and to Q-Tip.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Somebody said Just Blaze, I think.
I
I said
I
Just
think it was 3 JBs here.
Just Blaze
three
has
Just
to be on this,
Blazes.
right?
I actually might have had Just Blaze higher, but okay.
I might have had him.
Well,
But that's what 3-2.
I'm not mad at. I don't have Just Blaze on my list at all.
Oh, damn.
I
but-
find that thoroughly surprising, Jar.
Well, go to one of Sin's points about the longevity. I felt like he just faded to obscurity after a while, while other guys who were right next to him at a certain point kept going. So I kind
Kanye.
of him off. Yeah.
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 Fair enough. I think he should be on the list though.
I feel like hip hop doesn't even love Just Blaze enough.
What?
I agree with that.
And after that Swizz loss, it didn't help.
Yeah,
either.
then, but even in the room, they wasn't fucking with him.
It wasn't.
You know what I'm saying?
Just Blaze is in a really weird sort of
Right,
like
right.
nebulous place where it's like he's too lush and too mainstream for like the underground heads,
Yeah.
but he's not. mainstream enough.
Yes.
For the mainstream
Let's
heads.
acknowledge him, though, man. I mean,
Hey, I love Just Blaze. I have
Blueprint. How
him.
about Freeway's first album?
I'm saying if y'all
It's slept on like crazy.
If y'all got him on the list, if y'all want to put him there, I'm cool. I'm just saying for me, I
feel
don't
you.
have him there.
I feel you.
If y'all want to put him in Legends, I'm cool with that.
I vote that we put him in Legends. Just Blaze.
Yep.
Three votes for Legend. All right.
That's
Just
5.
Blaze is it.
I know Mustard's not making anyone's list, so I throw him out.
I actually had Mustard too as an honorable mention.
Yeah, he's not there yet. He's close.
I think Metro Boomin is above him.
Out? Yeah, agreed. What about Swiss Beats? Is he too low for y'all?
Too low for me.
I
I'm
vote
sorry.
no.
For you?
I admit Swiss Beats is not on my list.
Honestly, this happens to me every time. Every time a conversation comes up
don't
about
think he's
producers of all
all-time?
time,
I had him
he
low.
just slips in my mind
He's
every time. So
probably
it's like
top 20, not top 15 for me
He
personally.
also had an era.
He
like,
had an era.
What?
He did. Swiss had an era where he was
He really
incredible,
had an era
and then
he
he
wasn't
fell
number one.
off really
Okay.
quickly.
The era was from like
Swiss had a moment where he was doing a lot of bells and whistles and
Lot
bring
of-
them out, bring them out.
lot
It
of-
just was not feeling
lot
that.
of
5-6 year run, bro.
built-in Casio beats.
I love early
He
Swiss
was
beats. Late Swiss
consistent.
beats,
He
not
was
so much.
consistent, But
He grew up with the times. He did keep up with the times. So the bells and whistles and all that—that's what was popular at that
Yeah,
time.
you
So
right.
Yeah, that doesn't mean I have to like it.
Well, I put
love
him
it.
there because he remained relevant.
he's there.
Like he's consistent.
He's
But-
close for me. I'll give you that.
I don't have him down.
I'll
this
ask you.
far.
I'll ask the table this. Was there ever a time that Swiss Beats was the clear-cut #1 producer going?
Maybe in '98.
Nah.
Nah.
Timbaland was right there.
Yeah.
So I feel
Yeah.
so bad now. Y'all
For the
just making me having
streets.
to change up my damn
Maybe for the
list.
streets.
So no Swiss.
I vote no.
I had Swiss in 3, but I should have had him in 2.
Manny Fresh
Yeah,
was
I had
on
him
my
in
list.
two.
Are we throwing them out?
I
I like Manny Fresh.
too.
I vote no.
Yeah, respect
What
him,
are-
but it's not happening for me.
Now, what are we up to? We got 5.
five. We need
We
two
got
more
we need
before
2
we
more
go.
slots. I mentioned Alchemist.
Alchemist.
Eric
Alchemist got
Sermon.
higher.
You
Alchemist
have
needs to be higher.
higher. So that's 2 votes. That would be 2 votes for Alchemist.
Did we talk about No ID?
No
we
ID, but I think it was just you and me, and then
Oh, man.
nobody else. I don't think.
Dini, let me hear your list again because I feel like there's someone we forget.
I got Havoc, Swiss Beats, Just Blaze, Hitman, Justice League,
Oh,
Alchemist,
Justice League.
and 808 Mafia.
Justice League.
I vote no.
No Justice League. No 808 Mafia.
No,
Let me hear
no,
your list again, Jarrett.
It was similar. Metro Boomin, Mike Will made it. Manny Fresh, Lil Jon, Just Blaze, Scott Storch, Jermaine.
Scott Storch.
I feel like y'all leaving him out.
Nah, JD got to be in there, bro.
Maybe not JD. I'm talking about Scott Storch. He had a run.
Didn't
Jermaine
really do the
Dupri?
bass by
Yeah.
itself though.
JD had a nice little move.
He did,
But
but if I had to choose
listen-
between him and Scott Storch, I would put Scott Storch.
I agree
feel
with
like he
Jared.
had a run.
Over
Yeah.
If we gotta pick one, I'm picking
Listen,
Scott
Jermaine
Storch.
listen. If y'all could kick everybody else off,
Y'all gonna give me this one.
come, Scott Storch.
JD
though,
broke artists
But
though.
He
Jermaine-
did.
Jermaine
he
Dupri-
did.
listen,
but so
what-
did somebody else in my honorable mention.
Listen.
So did Irv Gotti.
What is Jermaine Dupri's legacy in rap?
Chris
Brad-
Cross.
Himself.
Brad,
Himself.
Bow Wow,
Money in the
Chris
thing.
Cross.
Right,
Money in a thing.
Hims-
Money in a thing was
Money in a
important.
thing. I'll give y'all that.
Usher was a big deal.
Welcome to Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Welcome to.
That's their.
I mean,
That's
JD
their
got
whole
joints,
freaking-
Now
bro.
we gotta give JD his flowers, bro.
Maybe. So are we putting both of them, JD and Scott Storch?
He made icons, bro.
Bro,
Is anyone
no,
writing-
hold
is
up.
sorry.
No,
anyone
Eric,
writing
did.
down the 5 that we have for the finalists?
Maybe we should do just anybody.
Chris
What do
Cross
you
is
mean for
embedded
yeah,
in the
no, I
culture,
got you.
bro.
Large Pro, Hitman, Havoc, Metro Boomin, Just Blaze is what we have so far.
And I guess y'all want Dilla higher than the legend.
Oh, I got Dilla way higher. Yeah.
Yes.
I got Dill
I
up
actually
there.
have Dilla a little higher too.
So we know Dilla's on the list, but he's a tier above.
Yeah.
It sounds
At
like.
least.
At least, yeah.
This first
Two-
tier is rough.
So the two
Yeah,
JDs.
I think Scott Storch needs to be there.
Okay. I'm cool with that.
Maybe not more modern, but he had a very
He really did.
strong run. And he married Lil Kim. Like, oh, he was dating Lil Kim.
Was he making the beats solo? Or was he assisting the beats
Well,
though?
he played keys for the
He
Roots.
goes- He ghost produced a lot of shit, too.
He
Ghost
did
produced.
shit for the Roots too. Yes. Okay.
Yo,
you
those
know
keys
what?
on
piano. Piano.
He was an
though.
original. He was a founding member.
What's that?
of
What's
the
that
Roots.
Dr. Dre song? Brum, 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 brum,
Still
brum.
Dre.
Still
Still
Dre.
Dre. Those
Yeah,
are
that
his
was it.
keys,
That
bro.
was-
He did
that
Layla.
was- he wasn't doing
Layla
Lay low
also.
is my shit.
All right,
But he wasn't doing no
Scott.
drum work though. That's my thing. He was just doing like the
Bro, but what do you
the
remember?
melodies.
What do you remember from that beat? The drums or the melodies?
That's true.
I'm convinced. Scott Storch should be.
Scott
on
Storch.
Let's represent the whites. Scott Storch is in there.
He's also the one
the
that what's the
token
name of
white.
that joint show Blow Your Mind. He's the one that did.
Oh, that's the Eve track with Gwen Stefani.
Yeah,
I love that
He
song.
just blew everybody's speakers right there.
I'm sorry. I got really excited.
All right, and now we need
One
one
more.
more.
One more.
Is it JD?
This is fun, y'all.
Yeah, is it?
Y'all not gonna put nobody from like North. Y'all not gonna do Manny Fresh. Y'all not gonna, like really. Y'all don't think Manny Fresh deserves to be there?
Fresh.
Can I
Little John?
introduce Organized Noise to the
Cash
table?
Money
Here's why
You don't
I
think
put
Little
Manny.
John deserves?
for the 99 and the
Lil Jon?
2000s.
Lil Jon, he did a lot. He did a lot.
No
it
way.
wasn't just that them shots. It wasn't that. He did a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
He did do a lot of stuff.
He had his moment, but he's not
Okay.
all time.
But
Top
Manny-
15.
To the
Manny
window.
Fresh.
I feel
Manny
like
Fresh,
I
maybe.
feel like Manny Fresh was more in-house. That's why I put Metro above him, because Metro he covered the whole fucking South.
But that was because of the time frame. Like you got to think about their moments in time. Manny Fresh definitely was there for a moment in time.
Yeah.
And he got some outside joints.
I'm with Jav because I take points off if you're strictly in house. Like for instance,
What?
well, I don't
How?
want if you don't branch out enough, like you can't just rely on the
this list gonna be
same
different
dudes
for
that
me.
you make
But
that
if
you've
it
been making
was-
music with for like 5 years for the next other 5 years. Like
Alright.
branch out a little bit.
So what about someone that's not on anyone's list that maybe we're overseeing? What is his name again? DJ Paul from 3-6 Mafia. That those guys.
Juicy J.
Juicy J.
Yeah.
What about him? Or DJ Quick out west?
Now I had
Quick.
Quick as an honorable mention, but I
Me
didn't want
too.
to put it because I was like, they're not gonna really. They're not gonna.
No. I mean, Quick deserves some recognition for sure.
Definitely.
You got it. I mean, also if you think about it, you kind of got to throw Noah out there. 40.
I thought about him
No.
too.
He's in house too.
I mean, bro, he's
he
he's
produces
a big part
mostly
of why
for
Drake
one
is a
dude, though.
superstar, bro.
I think that's mostly Drake.
No.
yeah, I wouldn't put him. On
made a lot of
Fresh.
heat for
Like
Drake,
if
bro.
we
He
can't
did,
have
he
Manny
did.
Fresh, we can't have Noah either.
How about Hit Boy?
Nah,
Too new?
not enough.
Too
Too
new.
new.
Too
Too
new.
new. Too new.
He ain't doing enough. I feel like we're forgetting somebody here, bro.
Let me see my honorable
Rick
mentions.
Rubin, maybe.
Rick Rubin.
I had
have
Rick
Salaam
Rubin.
Remy.
Salam Remy.
No, but how about Rick Rubin though?
Yes.
Arguably the best producer of the 1980s. And
Yeah.
came back, did 99 Problems for Hove, did work on The Life of Pablo, did work on Magna Carta Holy Grail.
How
All the
about
artists he worked with swear by, all the hip hop artists that he worked with
Or are
swear
we
by.
fronting on Swiss Beats here? Maybe this is with Swiss Beats.
Maybe we should put Swiss.
let's
should've
see.
had- I should've
Wait,
had
Swiss
while
Beats.
we're on the 80s, Hank Shockley.
Oh, is that the white dude that got killed?
No, I say no. That dude's not white.
He was
He was.
with Digital Underground, right?
Oh,
No.
my
That's Shock G.
no, not in the group.
Oh. Did he produce for Digital Underground? I know. I mean, he's the main producer of the Bomb Squad, which the Public Enemy, Ice Cube. I don't know if they did. They might have done some Digital Underground. I'm not sure. We got Marley Marl.
No.
We got Larry Smith, Run DMC.
No.
All right, so far Swiss. Fuck
Swiss,
it.
I think it's
There you go,
Swiss. We're overthinking it.
There you go, Swiss.
Swizzy.
The legends, right? Put it all together for us, Sid.
Got you. That's Large Pro, The Hitmen, as a collective, Havoc, Metro Boomin, Just Blaze, Scott Storch, and Swizzy.
Oh yeah, I like that list. That's an all-star team right there. You get a
right.
good album from that.
A little bit of
Yeah.
nice and
All right,
old and new.
So this is the Titan tier. Langston set the tone.
Yeah, so this tier is 5 deep. I'm gonna set the tone right now. From bottom to top, I got Alchemist, I got the Neptunes, DJ Premier, Pete Rock,
Hell of a list.
Jay Dilla.
Hell of a list. Denny.
Kanye, Neptunes, Timbo, Trackmasters, Jay Dilla.
Jeray, talk to me.
I have the Neptune.
Okay.
I had Swiss Beats, Timbaland, Jay Dilla, and RZA.
This is a tough. The Titans are tough.
RZA in the second tier though?
I
me.
too have RZA, the Neptunes, Q-Tip, Primo, and it kills me to say this. You know, he's maybe too low for some of y'all, but Pete Rock.
All right, I got the Neptunes. I had Just Blaze in my second tier. I got RZA in my second tier. I got Pete Rock in my second tier. You know what? I have Dr. Dre in my second tier.
What?
I don't care. It's my opinion. I don't care.
Well, there you have it.
Jay
ladies and
Dilla is
gentlemen.
God tier.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves here.
Wow. That's crazy.
I don't care.
Wow.
Okay,
So
we said
anyway,
this
back on schedule here. I feel like it's pretty much across the board. RZA is in the Titan tier.
I have him a tier higher.
So do we put RZA to the side?
I have RZA in this tier too. I think 3 of us.
I
do.
got RZA.
You have RZA in this tier.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. This is where it gets kind of fickle.
Don't do my man RZA like that.
Hold
You
on.
think
You got-
RZA's God tier?
I think Riz is the GOAT.
So RZA, wait.
Yeah.
So I got RZA. You put RZA here, and you put RZA there.
Yeah.
That's 3-2.
All right. Well,
Where you got RZA at? In second?
Yeah. He was at the top of my second
Again.
list, but
Just in-house what he did with Wu-Tang is legendary. I love all of it.
if we're just going by catalog,
like
it's
80
not even close.
Right, but then the run was short. And he stayed pretty much in-house except for like he did, a joint for Big, and then like he popped up on
He was on Big Pun's album. Just let you.
he was on Big Pun's album. You right.
Here's why I take points off for RZA. A lot of our favorite producers, they held steady throughout the years. RZA had a bit of a drop off.
He had a very big drop off.
Well, I mean,
He
the
fell
artist,
off a cliff.
the artist that he worked with decided to branch out, and I get it, But I mean, if we're just going by quality of music,
But GOAT?
well,
up
it's
there,
between
man.
him and
I'm
another.
not trying to disqualify you saying
I
he's the
get
GOAT.
it.
I'm
I get it.
challenging it.
I get it. I just, man, I mean, Cuban Links, 36 Chambers,
Yeah.
36 Chambers, the dirty version, Liquid Swords.
Liquid Swords.
To me, that's unassailable, man. No producer has a
Wu-Tang
catalog
Forever.
like that.
Kanye.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
I'm just saying. All right.
Is there any more tequila, by the way?
Yeah, we got a little bit left here.
All right.
Anybody
All right, so we agree.
I think the Neptunes we agree on the Neptunes segment.
Yes.
all of us.
Yes.
We agree on the
I vote
Neptunes.
yes.
I think that was clear across the board.
Alchemist?
I wanted to put Q-Tip in here. I think we had said put Q-Tip to the side. I feel like, and when I watched that documentary they did about when
Oh,
they
is
went on
that
tour.
who you were talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I forgot who was but they did like what was his name? What is his name? Jimmy Henchman. I think they were talking. Was it Jimmy Henchman? What is that? Not Jimmy Henchman. Who's the guy who was affiliated with Violator who passed away?
Chris Lighty.
Chris Lighty.
Chris Lighty was the one who was saying that a lot of your favorite producers, Q-Tip was the god of this shit. He doesn't get his
Yeah,
flowers.
and we talked about this briefly when we talked about The Infamous. Q-Tip had a lot to do with that album and was uncredited.
And then because of that, when I went back and did the knowledge, I was like, whoa, we really, as a collective,
Yes,
don't talk about Q-Tip enough.
that's a fact.
And because of the sound of hip hop and the sound that we all love, that the New York,
Yeah.
the score of the city for a time, he played a large role in what that sounded like. And I felt like he needs to be in the Titan tier because of it. I think that he doesn't get enough
Hey,
flowers. He
I'm
doesn't
not
get
mad at
any
that at all.
flowers.
This is a great sell job by Jarb. I think
Yo,
you
listen,
convinced me, bro.
you didn't need to sell me.
I'm big on nostalgia. Nostalgia is
I
a hell
had
of a
him a
drug.
tier
for me.
below, but I think you convinced me.
When you
I'm
think
voting
about
for
a lot of your
Q-Tip.
favorite producers, it comes from Q-Tip.
That's
He's
true.
the
Yeah.
god.
That's a fact.
Matter of fact, he's produced for Kanye. What else?
He's
I had
still
a
really the
list.
measuring stick for a lot of these artists that we love to
You
listen
said,
to.
like you said, Mob, Nas, obviously on Illmatic.
Well, I love that song.
Yeah, man, and of course, the Tribe stuff. Like, I
I
mean,
vote
it's-
Q-Tip on this too. I'm convinced.
So we got RZA, Neptune's, Q-Tip.
I
I think I had Primo on my list as well.
had Primo in this tier too.
Y'all bugging the fuck out.
I knew you would not like that.
I don't know y'all dudes anymore.
You got Primo, no?
I don't got Primo on tier 2.
Copy. Pete Rock, I heard Pete Rock's name a couple of times.
I have him
Pete Rock I had in this tier.
I think you said Pete Rock.
Pete Rock.
That's 4.
I'm shocked, Sin, that you had did not have Pete Rock in your God tier.
Listen, he's a god, but I mean,
We're
it's just
splitting
3
hairs
slots.
now. Yeah, I hear you.
It's a level of exclusivity.
That's right.
You know?
So yeah,
So Pete Rock is number 4 on the Titan tier. This is a pretty easy tier, no?
And
Yeah.
Jay Dilla rounds it out.
Yes, I had Dilla in this tier also. I'm surprised. Y'all don't know. Sin actually texted me before this episode to see if I put Dilla in my God tier, and I was like, I'm not telling you, bro. You gotta wait. So now, we got Dilla in the the second tier.
Because Jeray sent me her whole list, and I deleted it before I could even look at it. I don't want to see it. I don't even want to see it.
No, I thought it was like before.
Nah.
But that's not even.
Because I wanted the moment so exclusive that I just deleted it. I didn't
It was a good idea.
I saw mad names. I know.
No, don't show me. Don't show me.
All right, so that's the 5. Let me hear that one more time, Sam.
We got Neptunes, we got Q-Tip, RZA, Pete Rock, and the almighty Jay Dilla.
Wait, Alchemist is not making our list.
This is the dream.
Not looking like.
Come on, Sam. Alchemist don't belong on this list, bro.
Oh, you're hurting my feelings.
Oh, chill. We have
break
to.
bread,
No.
ribs.
I love
No, we have to
Alchemist.
reassess. We have to do some
we
reassessing.
You don't got enough hits.
No, we don't,
Let's
bro.
take
You don't belong
let's
here.
let's
Just because-
take 2 minutes and just go through the list and see if there's an artist that we mind kicking
I'm
off
not kicking
in favor of
anybody.
Alchemist.
Go ahead, go
Swiss.
through the list. No.
Swiss.
Yes.
What?
No.
Get Swiss the fuck out of
Swiss
here.
changed the culture, bro.
No.
Swiss changed the culture.
No.
Come on.
Swiss
Alright.
gave you X.
All right, keep on. Well, who
All
else? Who else?
All right. Scott Storch,
No.
Yes.
Just Blaze,
No.
No.
Metro Boomin.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
I ain't gonna lie. I might have knocked off
Havoc.
Scott Storch for
Wait.
Alchemist.
I think we see some daylight. Are we sure that Metro Boomin deserves to be on this
Are we
list ahead
sure
of
that
Alchemist?
this is not about preference over body of work?
Well, I mean, I'm just a man with an opinion. What do you want
That's
from
what it
me?
sound like. This is preference over body of work. Is what we doing?
Listen.
Metro Boomin over Alchemist?
I'm not saying
Nas.
It's not about better. It's about
Mobb
greater.
Deep, Lil Wayne, Fab,
Freddie Gibbs?
People you work with. Okay.
people Alchemist has worked with.
Can we have an honorable mentions list?
Yeah, maybe. I really want Alchemist on this list. I mean,
Love
anyone
Alch.
else that we're? I feel like we're
Large
being,
Pro, Hitman. Hey, listen, you know what I said about Hitman is too big of a team.
Yeah,
They're
I
individual.
did, yeah.
I don't want to take Metro off, bro, because we don't even have Manny. The South got to be represented, bro.
Alchemist never did change the game, though. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody
No,
on
but
the
he
list.
did what everyone else was doing way better than they did.
Yeah, but was he ever really that guy, bro? Like, no niggas wasn't falling over themselves to go to Alchemist to get a beat. Keep it 100.
I love Alchemist, bro.
Matter of fact,
Alchemist is my dude.
How does that?
Matter of fact, I'm gonna do this. Y'all motherfuckers can't have Havoc and Alchemist on this list. Y'all cannot.
That
bro.
is actually a fair point. Touche. All right,
can't.
so hold up, Sin.
You can't.
If we have to choose one, Havoc or Alchemist,
Listen,
which one do we choose?
First of all,
I'm
to
leaning slightly towards
point
Havoc.
to the point you just made, I don't understand how you work with Nas, Lil Wayne, Fab, Mobb Deep, and countless other artists if people aren't falling over themselves to get an
Who you
Alchemist
said
beat.
again? Let me hear those names.
Nas, Lil Wayne.
In-house, and Nas in-house. Mobb Deep is
Not
in-house.
Nas wasn't in-house.
Not really.
Queen shit.
Kind of.
Queen shit, nigga.
No,
Kind
Alchemist is
of.
from Cali,
Bro,
bro.
you talking about Havoc.
No. Havoc definitely in-house. Havoc, but I mean the run that he had with Mobb Deep,
Bro.
Jadakiss.
You can't
We
deny.
gonna make it.
Why is a huge?
So we put
No, why
Havoc
he didn't?
and
No, I'm talking about Havoc now.
Yeah.
Havoc and Alchemist,
You
bro.
have to do a slash.
Y'all gotta pick one of them, bro.
Havoc.
Who we pick? All right.
If you gotta
All right, I
compare
give up.
Havoc to
I give up.
Alchemist,
Y'all
it's
some
over.
New York ass niggas. That's what
Alchemist
I'm
is still active though, very
That's
active.
Alchemist is putting out heat like
What
today.
are the classic Alchemist records?
We gonna
We
make
gonna
it.
make it.
What's that Prodigy record? The solo record.
Keep it thorough.
Keep it thorough.
What are the Havoc classic records?
Shook with the whole
Shook
Mobb Deep
ones.
cast.
Mobb Deep
Quiet
cast.
Storm.
Havoc. Next.
All right. Let's move on.
Jesus. All right.
Next. So again, can we get the Titan tier one more time, please?
Yeah.
Neptunes. Q-Tip. RZA. Pete Rock.
Okay.
Jay Dilla.
I like
That
it.
sounds
sense.
right. That sounds
And
right.
now for the controversial,
Gold.
divisive God tier, the creme de la creme of hip hop producers, Langston.
Okay, so this is the Holy Trinity. This tier is 3 deep, and I got Dr. Dre, I got the RZA. I know I said the RZA was the GOAT, but I was just capping.
You said what you said, bro. Stay on that.
But the GOAT is Kanye West. Dre, RZA, Kanye West.
Hey.
RZA, Dre, Primo.
Okay.
Did you not have Kanye on your list at all?
Yeah, he was in the second level.
Oh, my bad.
This is gonna be controversial.
Come on, talk to me.
I
boy.
have Kanye West / Pharrell by himself.
That's what I was talking about.
I have
Nah, don't do that
Wait,
in the
yo,
chat.
well, you have
don't do
what?
that in the
What?
chat. I
What
hate when
is
people
that?
do this.
We have the Neptunes,
He had to run
but
after him.
It's a different level.
Oh, come
with
on.
Pharrell by himself.
He had to run after. He
The
had to run
Neptunes is
after
definitely
Neptunes.
represented.
That's cheating.
So
Okay,
Kanye
alright.
West / Pharrell, they're the same.
Oh,
I had them at the same.
oh, you mean the same level?
the same level?
Gotcha.
The
'Cause
rap's
I
not
couldn't-
ready to pounce.
I couldn't do it. Dr. Dre and DJ Premier.
Okay.
Heavy.
This is where, you guys broke my heart earlier. But I have Timbaland God tier,
Oh my goodness.
Kanye West God tier, and I have Dr. Dre God tier. Now I hear Sincere's complaints about Timbaland. I understand. I hear you. But I felt like if we just talking about the Ginsu being sharp and what he did with who he did it for, you gotta give it to Timbaland, bro. He did that shit, son. And he did it with various sounds. Like, again, I always harken back, nostalgia, to when Timbaland first came out. Getting the Timbaland beat was an event. Like his shit was so abstract for its time. It was an event, and you wanted to hear how your favorite rapper sounded on that abstract sounding Timbaland beat. And not many producers even replicated that or came close to that. That's just my opinion. Go ahead.
Nah, all fair. Timbaland didn't end up on any tier of ours so far.
No, he was on the third tier, wasn't he?
No.
Oh no, we put him to the
Large Pro-
side. We put him to
No,
the
No,
side.
no,
Something.
we bugging. We're bugging.
What
We
are
need
the
to go back.
classic
Large Pro,
Timbaland hip hop
Hitman.
records though?
Have it.
Get your
I mean,
freak on.
Basically, look at Missy's catalog and a chunk of Hove's catalog, and that's pretty much it. But it's heavy.
Like dirt off your shoulder.
But like I said, when you look at RZA, you got countless
Yeah,
hip hop classics.
that's right.
You look
Alright.
at Primo, you got countless hip hop classics.
That's right.
Let's go back to the
But-
The legends.
But his,
Go ahead.
y'all can't do that to Timbaland. Though. He has to be on this list somewhere.
Yeah, we about to.
Yes, he has to be on the
we
list.
gotta
We going
reassess.
back.
We gotta
going back.
reassess.
Let's go back to the legends tier.
Second tier,
Large
yeah.
Pro, Hitman,
Nah.
Havoc, Metro Boomin.
I'll
Just Blaze.
take Metro off for Timbaland.
There we go. That reps
I'm
the South.
I'm sorry.
Boom.
I
He's from
think
VA.
it's
I'm
a
with
little
that.
low for
He's a little
him,
low.
but I'm glad that he's on the list because he needs to be on the
Okay,
list.
had him
fair
in
enough.
second
Fair
class.
enough.
I don't think anyone from my second tier Timbaland deserves to be above.
Not in the hip hop realm. Neptunes, Q-Tip, RZA, Pete Rock.
Yeah,
J
that's
Dilla.
tough.
No.
Yeah, it's tough.
No. All right.
All right.
Good.
Bet.
Shit.
So you had what? Say it again. Timbaland,
My god tier
Kanye.
was Timbaland, Kanye, Dr. Dre.
Copy. I got Kanye too. I think we all, except for when you had him in the second tier. So Kanye goes in there. God
Kanye's
tier.
got, honestly, like as much as it makes a lot of the OG hip hop fans uncomfortable to say it, if we just call it what it is, if we go track for track,
got it.
catalog, like his own personal catalog with his albums, and then the shit he did outside of his albums across genres. You could not like Kanye or his decisions or his politics or his love life, but hip hop wise, like it's undisputed. He's the GOAT in my eyes.
I agree with every word of that.
Yep. The way that he,
And he embraces the culture.
Right, exactly. The way that he put together like different realms of hip hop, works with Hove, but then works with Mos Def, works with Nas, but then works with Common. Works on his own stuff, his own album run. I mean, it's crazy.
I
mean,
think
he
about
also
how people went crazy for Stronger when he first sampled that shit. It was like
Yes,
people lost their
completely
mind.
changed hip hop.
He went into his R&B bag too.
You don't know my name, but
You Don't Know My Name, but-
When I found out it was him who did that beat, I lost my
I
shit.
knew it. I knew it. Do 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 do. do.
Yeah, man.
Love that
He just, again, what he is now is different, but like that run that he had is just so, he encompassed everything, right? Like you felt that you knew that he came from the school of like of RZA and Q-Tip and No ID and Primo.
Yep.
But then like he just took that sound to like the stratosphere. So yeah, no, shouts to Kanye, definitely a god.
And then folded in other sounds from different regions and just made the shit.
And different genres of music also.
Genres.
Yeah.
Hands down. All right, so
And Jay Dilla, he encompassed
he's
that
a
too.
disciple of Jay Dilla.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so we know for sure that Kanye is in the God tier list. You got Dr. Dre out of there early.
No. Dre belongs there.
So Kanye and Dre.
I got Dre.
I had Dre there. Yeah.
Since Jay Dilla's in the second tier, I mean Dre got to move up.
So I'm guessing to round it off is gonna be Primo, ain't it?
Yeah, I had RZA there. If it's Primo, I
Primo
can't be
better
mad.
than RZA? You got Primo higher than RZA?
I don't. Let's talk about that
No
for
way,
a second. If
Mo.
we're going
You gotta go
catalog,
RZA, Mo.
if we're going catalog, it's definitely
Gotta go
RZA.
RZA.
I'm deferring to the
but
rap
no,
snob.
my
Yeah,
thing here, we talked earlier about, needing somebody's beat. Who was knocking down doors to get a premiere beat? Everybody.
Primo was the original event
But
producer.
that's only because Premier was more available.
Premier,
RZA had his own
Premier,
people
Premier.
that he
Like, what are you saying?
worked with.
So you did.
All right, let's put that to the side. Let's talk about
So
catalog.
When Hov got on Primo for So Ghetto in '99, nigga, how did you feel? Don't even talk about fucking RZA. I'm looking right at you, nigga. So Ghetto in '99, was that not a moment, bro?
Legendary. I'm not taking that away from that, but what are the
Boom.
how many? What are the classic Primo albums? What are the classic Primo albums?
Gangstar, nigga, what the fuck are you really talking about right now?
Settle down.
Get out of here.
Think about the question.
See now.
Y'all gonna have to bleep me out for that word, 'cause I shouldn't be saying that shit. But this nigga gotta be tight.
Go ahead, Dini. Go ahead, Dini.
Now how
Full
many?
ISO for Dini.
Now how many does RZA have?
20.
Now
20?
Hold on. Now before you tap the table and fuck the sound up again, you know what I'm saying? Who has more classic albums?
RZA.
RZA by like
So what
a
the
couple.
fuck are we talking about, bro?
What do you mean? What are we talking about? The RZA, Primo worked with Big, Hove, and Nas and gave them all.
So did
timeless
RZA.
hits. No, he didn't.
He worked
What are you
with
talking
Big. He
about?
worked with Big.
He had one song with Big. One Big. That doesn't mean he worked with Big.
It does mean
One
he worked
song,
with
no.
Big. He had a
One
song
song.
with Big.
One
He
song.
worked
He's
with
not
him.
working with somebody.
When I say
Hold
that that Primo worked with Big and Hove and Nas, I mean
I don't think the
countless,
sound's working.
countless joints, countless.
Okay.
Who has more classic albums?
RZA.
Primo.
Primo has more classic.
See, now
what
you're
albums
being
has he
silly. Now
produced,
you're
bro?
being
Besides
silly.
Gangstar, the whole album.
It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter to you. To me, it matters.
It really doesn't matter.
No,
Supreme Clientele.
Big. See,
That
that's
wasn't
no.
even-
Turn his mic off. Turn his mic off, bro. Somebody turn his mic off.
Did a little bit of that, but RZA did some joints on that.
RZA did like a couple of joints on it.
36
did
Chambers.
36
Wu-Tang
Chambers.
Forever. Iron Man.
All right, are we ready to vote?
Jizza, Liquid Swords.
Liquid Swords.
Listen,
But again, even for all of that,
even
even during
kept
RZA's
everything
run,
in
Premier was
house.
always a notch above, bro.
Well,
He always kept
I
everything
love
in
Primo.
house.
Primo's in my god tier.
I love Primo. Bro.
Primo was still an event in 2020. RZA producing a record is not an event in 2020.
That's where he gets points up.
People are still going to Primo in 2020, bro.
One, he kept everything in house, and again, I love everything RZA did for Wu-Tang, and I love Wu-Tang. But keeping everything in house is gonna hurt you. It's gonna hurt your legacy. That's at least the way I see it.
Big.
When you got
Yeah.
nine, you got
The Holy
nine
Trinity.
artists
And
under
then
your
after
belt.
97, what did he do? Even his own mans didn't want to work with him no more. Fuck out of here, man.
Oh, Sinners getting livid. I
All
like
right,
it.
are we ready to vote?
Headphones is off. He's hyped.
RZA,
Come
bro.
on,
I
man.
vote RZA in the God
this-
tier.
I vote RZA in the god tier, bro.
So yeah, I voted 3-2 then. Primo.
I did my best.
We try for
I
you,
still love
Riz.
y'all, but 3-2. We've been voting. It's been a democracy. It's been an electoral college.
Yes.
Y'all been out
Didn't
voting.
RZA win the
The verses.
Yeah, didn't he even win that?
Yeah, he did.
Look at the shit Primo played, bro. Primo was bullshitting in the first.
You should have contacted Sin.
Yeah.
I remember Sin saying
Should've-
vividly,
they
like,
should've let
yo,
Sin
he was playing.
quarterback
He was
that.
like, why was he playing that? Hey,
Yeah, he was
Classics.
playing with
I'm talking about classics on
Listen,
classics on classics.
you know what?
Though.
Here's
No,
the thing.
I love
Full
RZA.
body albums,
Here's-
top to bottom.
Here's the
RZA's
thing.
my guy.
Here's the thing, though.
Listen,
we
y'all-
might not agree, but the listeners will decide. They're gonna comment
Also,
on this.
also,
they're gonna
y'all
shoot
front
at
on
us.
Gangstar's like earlier albums. You can't just say that It's clear
Are
cut.
any of those fucking with any Wu-Tang albums though?
No.
Come on, bro.
Moment of Truth is fucking with
There is no Wu-Tang album without those Gangstar albums.
That's not.
Aesthetically
I'm not
speaking,
sure I agree
aesthetically
with that.
speaking, they set the tone, bro.
That's not at the end. That's not the end all be all. I'm talking about the actual.
RZA had a standard to chase, and that was Primo. No, we know how artists work.
Who came out first, Pepsi or Coca-Cola? That's the standard to chase. Which one tastes better? That's what I'm
Listen.
talking about, bro. You know what I'm
Listen.
saying?
Primo.
Oh, chill. Hold up. J. Rue the Damager.
Okay.
Great.
Nobody cares about J. Rue the Damager in 2020.
Hell no.
Sorry.
But that album, The Sun Rises in the East,
It's a
is
good
a
album.
classic. It was fully produced by DJ Premier.
Yep.
Group Home.
Oh, come on.
Two of the trashiest MCs ever. Primo still managed to produce a dope ass album for them.
That's true.
In the annals of hip hop, Primo is more respected than RZA. It's not, and that's not an insult to say.
That don't
It's
make
just-
it right.
It just says what it is.
Just
Yo,
saying,
listen,
man. There's
listeners,
too
if
many
y'all
classic
disagree
albums.
and y'all agree with Lang and Dini, feel free to comment. We here.
Please,
We
please.
here. Can we get the final rap roundtable disagreed upon?
Also, RZA never worked with Hov. Ever.
Nah, well, then he would when he did the joint with Watch the Throne. Did they do something for
Oh no, yeah, he did.
I'm
He
counting
also,
it, bro. I'm
Also
counting it.
for Kanye's My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Listen, we not counting post-retirement Hov. That's not the same guy.
different guy.
That's Sean
talking
Carter.
about
We're
Independent.
talking about Jay-Z with the hyphen in his
Copy.
name.
All right, so yeah, go ahead, Sin. Give us the
Give
list,
us the
please.
final list. Much disputed list.
So here we go. Let me get my
Legend tier.
So the Legend tier, right? Third tier, Legend tier. Large Professor, The Hitmen Collective for Bad Boy, Havoc of Mobb Deep, Timbaland, Just Blaze, Scott Storch, Swizz Beatz.
Solid.
All right. The Titans, second tier. The Neptunes, Q-Tip, RZA, Pete Rock, Jay Dilla.
Happy with it.
Crazy tier.
The Gods all time, Kanye West, Dr. Dre, DJ Premier.
You know what, bro? I ain't even mad. I'm happy with the list we got.
Yes.
I think we have a little time after, Sincere got Dini off his lawn. I think we have some time for you to get the rest of these folks, too.
Hey, listen.
Man.
So, while we're in this producer bag, and we was talking about Who Shot You earlier, right? I got a little gripe, right? So, who listened to Meg's new album? Wow, crickets.
Come on. Team Tory over here, bro.
Tumbleweed. Wow.
You ain't hear it either, Jay?
Uh-oh. You wanna get him off your lawn?
The lady in the
quick.
room ain't hear it either.
Yo, no, but that has nothing to. Don't come over here with that Team Tory nothing.
Team Tory, baby. He's innocent.
Shout out to Tory.
But yeah, man, I mean, we've talked about Megan and Tory and that whole situation quite a bit in the last few episodes. So we kind of left it off of this agenda. It's a bit, it's a bit much at this point. But Megan did drop an album, and the first song on that album, the intro, is a song called "Shots Fired," and she addressed the Tory situation. Now, that situation aside, I don't care about that he said, she said, that, what's that tabloid type of stuff?
The shade room.
The shade room kind of shit.
Shade room.
I'm not here for all of that. I really don't care, right? But the song used the Who Shot Ya beat. Well, not the beat, the sample. It flipped Who Shot Ya, the classic Biggie joint, right? And they trapified it.
Yeah.
And I'm telling all you producers out there, all you new producers, right? If you come from the school of Metro Boomin or Mike Will Made It or whoever these new trap guys are, I'm not even in their bag, so I don't even know the names. But for the love of God, leave the boom bap classics alone. Let them be. Who Shot Ya is a legendary hard joint. Don't trapify it. Please don't. Right? You're just gonna throw on your lazy claps, your triplet hi-hats, just like every other beat that you don't even think about like, yo, what drums am I gonna put on this? Oh, I got this clap. I got these 32 hi-hats that I'm gonna run on loop. It's lazy. It's mad lazy, and you're doing a disservice to the classic joints that are just solidified. Just leave it alone, man. Leave it alone.
Would you like to get off your lawn?
Turn the quantize off. Put some swing on your on your hi-hats. Put some swing on your claps. Matter of fact, stop using so many claps. Why are you using so many? Every beat gotta have a clap. What happened to snares? What happened to natural snare?
Yo, since is having a moment right now.
Bro.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Nah, but stop trying. Nah, seriously, stop trying to find the classic beats, bro.
Cut it out.
Leave them alone. Let them be classics. Do something else.
Lang, real quick before I let you take us home, ladies and gentlemen, this is episode 23. On the next episode, we trying to figure out the dates right now and everything, but definitely we're gonna have the year-end special. You know how we do the year-end?
That's right.
We put a bow on this crazy 2020. It's been a lot of quality music. It's been a lot of quality drama, Meg, and we're gonna talk about it all. What Lex did. Put a bow on this. Take us home, bro.
Thank you to everyone that listened. Please remember to subscribe to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and do me a favor, share it with somebody. Just one person. That would make my day. On behalf of Jar of the Point Guard, Sincere the Rap Snob, Deanie, the Bounce of the Force, and also Jeray. It's always a pleasure having you on. She family. We'll see y'all in a month. We out!